Anna Reed spent most of her 28 years believing she was the invisible child in her own family. Her older sister Diana excelled at everything: school, sports, friendships, while Anna always seemed to fall just short. Teachers praised Diana's brilliance, neighbors admired her talent, and their mother never missed a chance to compare the two girls. One calm Tuesday evening, everything changed. Her mother spoke a sentence so sharp and cold that Anna felt it slice through her chest. She stood frozen in the kitchen, staring at her mother with trembling hands. "Mom, do you even hear how hurtful that is?" she whispered. That moment stayed in Anna's mind, repeating louder than any insult she had heard before. Growing up in their small Ohio town, she had learned to measure her worth by Diana's achievements. If Anna struggled in math, Diana breezed into advanced classes. If Anna joined the soccer team, Diana became captain at the same age. During parent-teacher meetings, Anna sat in the hallway listening to teachers say, "Anna is kind, but Diana is exceptional." Her mother always repeated those words proudly on the drive home. One day, Anna whispered, "I really am trying, Mom." But her mother only replied, "Try harder like Diana." Diana's academic record sparkled with perfect grades, leadership positions, and glowing praise from everyone who met her. Anna's report cards showed steady effort, but they never seemed to matter. Art class became her safe space, the only place where she felt talented and free from comparison. When she proudly showed her mother a painting she spent days finishing, the woman barely looked up. "It's nice, Anna," she said softly. "Diana just won another scholarship." Anna held her smile, but inside her heart tightened. She wanted to scream, "Why is everything I do so small to you?" But she swallowed the words again. Graduation day widened the gap even more. Diana delivered her valedictorian speech under bright stage lights, confident and elegant, earning cheers that filled the school auditorium. Anna clapped from the middle rows, proud yet painfully aware of her quiet place in the crowd. After the ceremony, relatives rushed toward Diana, celebrating her acceptance into a top university. Anna lingered near the snack table, answering polite questions about her community college plans. Later at home, Diana's large framed graduation photo was placed proudly on the living room mantel. Anna's smaller photo was tucked near a hallway shelf. She noticed but said nothing. College only pushed the sisters' paths further apart. Diana left for a top law school, landing impressive internships and building powerful connections. Anna completed her graphic design program and found work at a small marketing agency. She loved the creativity and peace it brought her, but her mother dismissed it each time. "Your little design job," she called it. When neighbors asked about her daughters, she proudly listed Diana's achievements, then added, "And Anna does some artwork." Anna tried to smile, but later at night she lay awake whispering to herself, "Why is nothing I do ever enough?" Diana's life after graduation looked like a highlight reel. She joined one of the top law firms in the city, earning a salary that tripled Anna's income. Their mother kept Diana's business cards in a small glass frame and collected every newspaper clipping that mentioned her. Meanwhile, Anna took evening classes in digital marketing, pushing herself quietly behind the scenes. When she received a promotion to senior designer, she rushed to share the news. Her mother smiled politely and said, "That's good, dear. Did you hear Diana was selected for the firm's leadership program?" Anna simply nodded and whispered, "Of course she was." Even their personal lives became a battlefield of comparisons. Diana began dating Michael, a young surgeon with a downtown condo and a polished reputation. Their mother adored him instantly. "He's perfect for her," she often said. "Stable, successful. Exactly what a smart woman deserves." Anna dated ordinary men, teachers, musicians, small business owners, and each time her mother found a reason to frown. When Anna introduced her boyfriend Ethan, a photographer, her mother greeted him with a tight smile. Later she whispered, "He seems nice, but don't you want someone more established? Someone like Diana's Michael." Anna felt the words sting sharply. Family gatherings became increasingly uncomfortable for Anna. Diana would arrive in elegant dresses, sharing stories of court victories, charity events, and luxury dinners with Michael. Their mother listened with sparkling eyes, hanging on to every detail. Anna often sat quietly at the table, her contributions unnoticed. One evening, Diana announced her engagement, flashing a stunning diamond ring. Their mother cried with joy, hugging Diana tightly. Anna clapped and smiled, hiding the ache in her chest. Later, while helping in the kitchen, she heard her mother say, "Diana is everything I ever hoped for." Anna felt her heart drop like a stone. Around this time, Anna was quietly building her freelance business on weekends and evenings. She dreamed of becoming fully self-employed someday, taking on clients who admired her creativity. But the early stages were hard. She sacrificed sleep, rest, and weekends to balance 2 jobs. When she mentioned this to her mother, the woman waved a hand dismissively. "Diana would never risk something so unstable," she said. "You should learn from her. She makes smart, secure choices." Anna swallowed the hurt and replied softly, "I'm doing what I love, Mom." But her mother only responded, "Love doesn't pay bills like Diana's job does." Everything changed the day their father collapsed at work. Anna received the call first and rushed to the hospital, her hands shaking as doctors explained he needed immediate surgery. She called her mother, who arrived in tears, and together they waited through the long, frightening hours. When the surgery ended, the doctors said recovery would take months. Anna stayed by her mother's side every day, helping with forms, bills, and updates. Diana visited only once that week, apologizing that she had a trial coming up. "I'll help however I can later," Diana promised. Anna nodded, even though she already sensed she'd be carrying the weight alone. During their father's second week in the hospital, Anna's mother finally revealed the full truth behind their household finances. They were months behind on bills, the mortgage was overdue, and medical expenses were piling up far faster than insurance could cover. Anna stared at the numbers, stunned. "Mom, why didn't you say something sooner?" she asked quietly. Her mother wiped her eyes and whispered, "I didn't want Diana to worry. She's so busy. And you know how important her job is." The words stung deeply, yet Anna didn't hesitate. "I'll handle it," she said. "I'll make sure everything stays afloat." Without waiting for Diana or anyone else, Anna stepped in. She took on extra freelance projects, website designs, branding jobs, poster layouts, anything she could find. She worked 12 to 14 hours a day, her eyes burning as she fought to keep her parents' home secure. She paid the mortgage, the utilities, the medical prescriptions, and every urgent bill. Her mother accepted the envelopes quietly each month without truly understanding what they cost Anna. When Anna mentioned being tired, her mother simply said, "Well, Diana manages her time well. Maybe you should try that." Anna bit her tongue, swallowing the growing ache. While Anna worked herself to exhaustion, Diana's life continued like nothing had changed. She posted pictures from fancy dinners, weekend trips with Michael, and glamorous charity events. Their mother shared these photos proudly with neighbors and relatives. "Look at Diana," she said. "Always achieving." Meanwhile, the money Anna earned from her long nights disappeared immediately into hospital bills and household expenses. She never complained. Not once. But sometimes, sitting alone at her desk at 3 in the morning, she whispered into the quiet room, "Why can't she see me?" Her chest tightened each time she remembered her mother's comparisons. 3 months into her father's recovery, Anna had contributed over $15,000 to keep the family afloat, nearly emptying her savings. Still, her mother didn't acknowledge her efforts. She continued praising Diana's successes and scolding Anna for missing family dinners due to work deadlines. "Diana always makes time for family," she often said. Anna wanted to scream, "Because she's not the one saving your house." But the words stayed locked in her throat. She kept working, kept helping, kept giving. The pain was constant now, a quiet, heavy ache that settled deep inside her. She knew something was breaking. The breaking point came at Diana's engagement party. Their mother had planned it for months. Beautiful lights, expensive catering, elegant decorations, all funded partly with Anna's money. Anna spent the morning arranging flowers and setting tables while her mother inspected every detail. "Make sure Diana's table looks perfect," she ordered sharply. The guests arrived, praising Diana's ring and her future with Michael. During a toast, Anna stood quietly at the back, clapping politely. Then someone asked their mother, "How are both your girls doing?" Her mother smiled proudly. "Diana is thriving," she said. "And Anna? Well, she's still figuring things out." Anna felt her heart shatter. The words "still figuring things out" stayed with Anna long after the party ended. As she cleaned up plates and folded chairs, her mother continued praising Diana's smile, Diana's speech, Diana's perfect fiancé. Not once did she acknowledge that the celebration was possible partly because Anna had been paying their bills. When the guests finally left, Anna stood alone in the dim backyard, staring at the empty tables. She whispered to herself, "What more do I have to do?" The hurt felt heavier than ever. She had never felt so unseen, so erased. Something inside her began to shift quietly. 2 weeks later, the family gathered for Sunday dinner. Diana arrived excited, practically glowing. "I have big news," she announced proudly. "I was promoted to senior associate. And get this, I'm the youngest in the firm's history." Their mother gasped and clapped her hands in pure joy. "Diana, that's incredible. Your father must hear this, Harold." She rushed to call him from the living room. Anna congratulated her sister sincerely, but as she watched everyone celebrate, the familiar ache returned. Diana's achievements always turned into family holidays, while Anna's victories barely lasted a minute. She sat quietly, twisting her fork between her fingers. During dinner, Anna tried to share her own good news. "I got a big freelance contract," she said softly. "It's a 6-month rebranding project for a restaurant chain." Her mother barely looked up from her plate. "That's nice, dear. How much does it pay?" When Anna told her, she nodded absently but immediately turned back to Diana. "And your promotion comes with a huge salary increase, right?" she asked eagerly. Diana explained the details, and their mother nearly burst with pride. Anna sat silent, the sting sharp and familiar. Her moment of happiness had vanished in seconds, swallowed by comparison again. The conversation shifted as Diana described her upcoming vacation with Michael, a 2-week tour across Europe. "London, Paris, Rome," she said, smiling. Their mother sighed dreamily. "What a life. I can't remember the last time your father and I took a real vacation." Anna's stomach tightened. She wanted to say, "You could have gone anywhere if I wasn't paying your bills." But she bit her tongue as always. Their mother kept praising Diana's travel plans, her clothes, her job, her life. Anna felt smaller with every word. She wondered how much more she could take before something inside her finally snapped. That night's conversation ended with another painful comparison. As they cleared the table, her mother turned to Anna and said, "You know, Diana didn't reach her success by accident. She chose stability. She planned wisely. You should consider following her example instead of these risky creative paths." Anna froze. She had spent months paying their bills, sacrificing her sleep and savings, yet her mother still saw her as irresponsible. She whispered, "Mom, you don't understand." But the woman only waved her off. As Anna drove home that night, her chest felt tight. She knew the breaking point was coming soon. 3 days later, on a quiet Wednesday evening, Anna stopped by to drop off the next mortgage payment. She placed the envelope on the counter like she always did. Her mother didn't even look up from the wedding magazines scattered across the table. "Diana found the perfect venue," she said excitedly. "The Riverside Country Club. She's putting down the deposit tomorrow. It's exactly what she deserves." Anna blinked. The venue cost more than she had contributed to the household in 4 months. Yet Diana spent the amount casually, while Anna worked herself to the bone. Still, her mother didn't see the imbalance. Her mother suddenly turned to her, eyes scanning Anna from head to toe. You really should take better care of yourself, she said gently, but the judgment was clear. Even when Diana isn't trying, she looks put together. And this freelance thing. Anna, it's been years. Maybe it's time to accept that some people are made for more traditional paths. Anna felt something crack inside. Her mother didn't know that Anna's financial struggles came from supporting them. She only saw the surface, never the sacrifice. Mom, Anna whispered, you don't understand. But her mother continued flipping through the pages as if Anna's voice meant nothing. Then came the sentence that ended everything. Her mother looked straight at her and said, I just don't understand why you can't be more like your sister. Diana has everything figured out. Career, relationship, future. You'll never be as good as her, Anna. The sooner you accept that, the sooner you can be content with less. The words stung worse than any wound Anna had ever felt. She stood there frozen, tears burning behind her eyes. But suddenly, beneath all the pain, something shifted, clarity. For the first time in her life, she saw the truth clearly. She wasn't the failure. She was the backbone. Anna lifted her head slowly. Her voice came out calm, almost eerily steady. Then ask her to pay your bills. Her mother's smile disappeared instantly. What did you say? She stuttered. Anna took a breath. Ask Diana to cover your mortgage. Ask her to pay Dad's medical bills. Ask her to handle the utilities and everything else I've been paying for 4 months. Her mother's face drained of color. She looked at the envelope on the counter as if seeing it for the first time. Anna, I didn't realize, she whispered. But Anna knew she had. She just never cared to look deeply enough. Anna didn't stop. The dam had finally broken. Didn't realize what, Mom? That while Diana planned vacations, I worked 16-hour days to keep you from losing this house. That while you bragged about her promotions, I drained my savings to pay Dad's prescriptions. Her mother's hands shook as Anna pulled out her phone, scrolling through payment receipts. March mortgage, my money. April utilities, my money. Dad's medication, my money. Her mother covered her mouth, tears rising. Anna, why didn't you tell me? She whispered. Anna met her eyes. I did. Every time I handed you a check. You just didn't want to see it. Anna felt years of buried emotions rising at once. Pain, exhaustion, hurt, and truth. Do you know what it feels like, she said softly, to work until your back aches and your eyes burn, just to help someone who treats your effort like it's nothing? Her mother opened her mouth, but no words came. Anna continued. Do you know what it feels like to sacrifice everything for parents who see only what Diana achieves and never what I give? Her mother began to cry quietly, tears sliding down her cheeks, but Anna couldn't stop. I've been drowning, Mom. And you never even noticed. The room felt unbearably heavy. Anna stood firm, voice trembling but steady. Diana doesn't even know you're struggling, does she? Because you didn't want to bother your perfect daughter. Her mother shook her head slowly, unable to speak. That's the truth, isn't it? You didn't want to disturb her image of success. But you had no problem taking money from the daughter you call a disappointment. Her mother gasped as though the words physically struck her. Anna, that's not true, she whispered. But Anna raised her hand. It is. And the worst part is, you never gave Diana a chance to prove who she really is. Her mother sat at the kitchen table, shaking, covering her face. I didn't mean to hurt you, she cried. But Anna only sighed. Intent doesn't erase impact. She spoke gently now, the anger replaced with deep sadness. I'm not asking you to love me more than Diana. I never have. I just wanted you to see me. To acknowledge that what I do matters too. Her mother finally looked up, eyes red and swollen. You're right, she whispered. I've been unfair. I've been blind. Anna nodded, feeling the truth settle heavily between them. Years of comparing, dismissing, and misunderstanding finally exposed. The conversation lasted over an hour, filled with apologies, explanations, and painful honesty. Anna's mother tried to defend some of her choices, but even she could no longer hide from the truth. I always believed Diana needed to succeed, she said weakly. I pushed her because I wanted her to have more than I had. Anna's voice softened. And what about me? Her mother's lips trembled. I thought you were strong. I thought you didn't need the praise. Anna let out a shaky breath. Everyone needs to be seen, Mom. Even the strong ones. Silence wrapped the room like a blanket. Before Anna left that night, her mother made a promise. I'm calling Diana tomorrow, she said with determination. She needs to know everything, the bills, your sacrifices, all of it. Anna hesitated, unsure whether anything would really change, but she nodded. She felt lighter, as though the weight she had carried for years finally had a name. As she walked toward the door, her mother called softly. Anna. He turned. Thank you for saving this family, her mother whispered through tears. Anna nodded again, quietly stepping into the cool night air. For the first time in a long time, she felt her heart breathe. The next afternoon, Diana called Anna with a trembling voice. Anna. Mom told me everything, she said quietly. Anna closed her eyes, unsure what to expect. But Diana continued. I didn't know. I swear I didn't know you were carrying all that alone. Her voice cracked. Why didn't you tell me? Anna hesitated. Because Mom always made it sound like your life was too important to interrupt. Diana let out a painful sigh. That's not true, Anna. You're my sister. I should have been there. For the first time in years, the sisters spoke without competition. Only honesty, guilt, and unexpected warmth. Diana insisted on coming over the next morning. She showed up with a notebook, medical bills, and a determined look Anna had never seen before. I'm taking over Dad's expenses starting today, she said firmly. And I'm setting up an emergency fund for Mom and Dad. This won't fall on you again. Anna didn't know whether to cry or argue. Diana reached out and squeezed her hand. You carried everything when nobody saw you. It's my turn to do the same. For the first time, Anna felt Diana wasn't just the golden child. She was simply her sister trying to make things right. Their mother began changing too. Slowly, awkwardly, but genuinely. She started asking Anna about her projects, listening carefully when Anna explained her designs. She even visited Anna's small office, touching the posters and whispering, "You're truly talented." Sometimes she slipped and compared them again, but she caught herself quickly. "Sorry, old habit," she'd say softly. When neighbors asked about her daughters, she proudly said, "Diana is doing amazing at the law firm, and Anna runs a thriving design business. I'm proud of both." Hearing her mother say those words out loud made Anna's chest warm in a way she hadn't felt since childhood. With the financial pressure lifted, Anna's life began to open up again. Her freelance business grew faster than she imagined. Companies recommended her to other businesses, and soon she hired a small assistant to help manage the workload. She started sleeping more, smiling more, even rediscovering hobbies she had abandoned. She also began seeing Ethan again, the photographer her mother once dismissed. But this time, Anna approached the relationship with confidence, not doubt. "I like the way he treats you," her mother admitted one afternoon. Anna smiled quietly, realizing how far they had all come. Healing had begun, slowly but beautifully. By autumn, their father's health had improved enough for him to begin working part-time. He often pulled Anna aside and thanked her privately. "Your strength kept this house standing," he said one evening, squeezing her shoulder. "You saved us." She fought tears every time he said it. Thanksgiving arrived with a different energy. Lighter, warmer. Diana helped set the table, Michael chatted with their dad, and Anna's boyfriend Ethan played soft music in the background. No comparison, no tension, no quiet sadness hiding behind smiles. For the first time in forever, the Reeds felt like a real family again. During dinner, Uncle Leo asked casually, "So how are the Reed sisters doing these days?" Their mother took a deep breath, smiling softly. "They're both doing wonderfully," she said. "Diana is building a strong legal career. And Anna," she paused proudly. "Anna built her own design company from the ground up." She held this family together when we needed her most. Anna nearly dropped her fork. Her heart tightened not from pain, but from something warm and unfamiliar. Diana reached under the table and squeezed her hand. Ethan smiled at her from across the table. For the first time, Anna felt seen. After dinner, Anna stepped onto the porch to breathe in the cool evening air. Diana joined her quietly. "Mom's trying," Diana said. Anna nodded. "I know. It's a start." Diana looked at her with soft eyes. "I'm sorry for not noticing sooner." Anna shrugged gently. "We were raised to compete, not connect." Diana sighed. "But we're grown now. We can rewrite that." Anna smiled. It wasn't a perfect fix. Years of hurt don't disappear overnight. But they had finally started healing, not from comparison or pressure, but from honesty and understanding. And that was enough for now. As months passed, Anna stood tall in her new confidence. She took on larger clients, expanded her business, and even spoke at a creative conference. When she walked off stage, her phone buzzed with a message from her mother. "I'm proud of you. Mean it." Anna's eyes stung. Those simple words, ones she had waited her entire life to hear, meant more than any applause. The little girl who once begged silently for recognition no longer needed to chase it. She finally understood her own worth, with or without validation. But hearing her mother finally acknowledge it felt like healing she never expected. The evening Diana married Michael, Anna stood beside her as maid of honor. As Diana adjusted her veil, she whispered, "Thank you for being my sister. Thank you for not giving up on us." Anna smiled and hugged her tightly. The wedding was beautiful, warm, joyful, filled with laughter. Their mother cried happily, holding both daughters' hands. Anna realized something important that night. Her journey wasn't about proving herself better than Diana. It was about healing the broken parts of her heart, accepting her own strength, and finally standing in a place where comparison had no power anymore. Looking back, Anna knew the confrontation in the kitchen had changed everything. It had shattered years of silence and built a new foundation, one where truth mattered more than appearances, and love mattered more than comparison. She learned that sometimes the bravest thing a person can do is speak up after years of being overlooked. And sometimes that single moment changes an entire family. As she walked out into the cool evening air after Diana's wedding, Ethan took her hand. Anna looked up at the sky and whispered, "I finally know my worth." And for the first time she truly believed it.